Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhir Yajatra Sthirairangai Stuštavansas Tanubi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying Gaudapada's Mandukya Karika, and we have to read the last Karika of Vaitatya Prakaran. In the Agama Prakaran, we have studied that the meaning of Omkara, if properly assimilated, itself leads to the knowledge of absolute unity of the whole world of subjects and objects, and the realization that that is my real nature, that real nature becomes realized. And when we realize, then only we can clearly see that there is no duality anywhere. But in the beginning, the duality of experience hampers us from proceeding forward. Therefore, in the Vaitatya Prakaran, we have been given 1, 2, 3 logics. That which was not there before, that which will not be afterwards, it cannot exist in the middle. And another, that dream appears real at the time of dream. And similar is the waking experience, a subject experiencing objects appearing real. But we know that the dream is unreal. And so the waking experience need not be real, though we are experiencing it. And then this was dealt with at quite a bit of length. And then who imagines and who experiences, there is only one reality, ātman the Lord. And so ātman the Lord himself imagines and he himself experiences this duality of subject and object. And first he imagines a jiva, and then he imagines through the jiva this objective world. And then as he has made everybody, as he has imagined himself to be this infinite variety, and so that becomes consciousness of the individuals, that variety of his imagination. And then, as per the consciousness, so he gathers all the impressions. So his memory becomes like that. And as per his memory, he gathers more impressions like that. So consciousness, according to consciousness, memory. According to memory, consciousness. That is how life after life we float in this world. And this imagination extends to our imagination of the nature of ultimate reality and our relation with that reality. And 35 such imaginations of our relation with the reality were described, and it was said that infinite are they, uncountable are they. And then it was said that philosophers indulge in this imagination more. And philosophers become gurus. And as they teach, their disciples follow them. And then we were told that ultimately we'll find nothing of this is real. neither imaginer this or this or this. Only one reality exists. And we were told that Advaita today is also an imagination for us because we have not realized it. And all the imaginations of our relation with God are also imagined on the basis of Advaita. They are all channels of realizing Advaita. And then we are told this basis of Advaita is only the auspicious thing in the world. Imagination without this basis is disastrous. And then after this we were told that what is the effect of this knowledge that the duality is unreal. And the effect is that our raga, bhaya, krodha, attachment, fear, anger will go away from us. And we shall become proper thinkers. And we shall really understand what the Vedas have been telling. And then our vision will change and we'll see that the reality is one without a second. And then, therefore, knowing like this, coming to know like this, we should put all our effort into thinking of that Advaita. And then we'll get him. That will come to us. And then outside world, we should appear inert. We should not brag that I have known this. Then that will bring us down. So outside world should not affect us at all. Like inert substances we should move in this world. And that was further explained. We do not require any formalities of the world. All the formalities of the world are based upon the duality. So we don't require any formalities in the world. We are not indebted to anything. Because when we are in the field of imagination, we are indebted to our forefathers. Now we are not indebted to anybody when we know that the world or these relations are unreal. But so long as they are not finally realized, and even if we are realized, we shall have, so long as we are living in the body, we shall have the pangs of hunger. And at that time, where we shall live? We shall be living in our body. We shall not be living in the world. We shall be living in our body. We shall take body as the home we are living in. We don't require any home outside. And most of the time, we shall be living in our own self. And then the effect in life should be sannyasi should become yadricha, depending upon whatever, you may say, chance or God gives him. Whatever comes to him automatically without any effort. You may say what chance brings. We can also say what God sends him. And he should be happy with that. This was up to 37. Now we have to read the last karika of Vaitatya Prakara. Tattvam adhyatmikam drishtva tattvam drishtva tu bahyataha tattvi bhutaha tada ramaha tattvad aprachyuto bhavet. Adhyatmikam bahyata tattvam drishtva. Adhyatmikam means in relation to our personality, our body, our mind. there what should show? The reality of our body, the reality of our mind, the reality of everything connected with us is only reality, one without a second. Tattva. Tattva means thatness of that thing, the real nature of anything. So when we look to ourselves, when we are conscious of ourselves, we should be aware that we are not this body and mind. We are only this self. And we look outside also. When you look outside, it should not appear as the world of variety. It should appear one reality appearing as variety. So that is the effect of this Vaitatya Prakaran. Already the knowledge has been given to us. It was obstructed by our experience. So if that obstruction is gone, this should be our experience. That is Tattvam Adhyatmikam Drishva, Bhayatacha Tattvam Drishva. Then what will happen and what should happen? Tattvi Bhuta. Now, in our experience, previously, we were not the reality. We were our so-called individual. But now, we have become identified with the reality. So that is the effect. Tattvi Bhuta. This E means we were not that. We were that, but we were not aware of that. We were feeling separate, and now we are feeling identified. So that is called Tattvi Bhuta. Tada Rama. Because of this word we lived that time. Now, what is Arama? As it comes, the impression, comfort. Aram, comfort. So, at certain times in our life, we feel happy, contented, peaceful. How? With the help of something outside. Either as children we have got playthings, then we are happy. We don't want anything of the world, we have got our play. Grown-up people, attracted man and woman, they feel happy in company of woman or in company of so many objects of enjoyment, then they are happy. If you take away anything, they are not happy. So, that is called Bahya Aram. You feel happy, contented, peaceful, and whatnot. And you want to stick to that also, Ramana. Ramana means sticking to that. But now you should not do like that. Tad Arama. Tad means Brahman. Tad means ātman. So you should feel now, because of all this, you should feel happy, comfortable, fine, grand, because of your realization that you are ātman. You know, another name for this ātman or Brahman is Rasam. Rasam in Taittiriya Upanishad. Rasami eva ayam labdva anandi bhavati. Man become happy only because they have got this reality. Ordinary man is happy because he has got some reflection, some particle of this happiness in the world. So, this is Tad Aram. Instead of Bhaya Ramana, we are now Aram. Fine. So, that you should feel only because Brahman is of the nature of bliss. Now the last, Tattvad Aprachyuto Bhave. If you have not realized, but sometimes you get a glimpse or feeling then how do you feel? You feel when you are thinking of that, when you are feeling that, then you say, now I have realized the tattva. And you fall down. Oh, now I lost it, I lost it. That should not be now. You are feeling that you have become one with tattva, you are having happiness in tattva, should never dwindle. So that means you should realize it fully. Okay? Tattva aprachyuto means you are never falling from the tattva. But in your experience, in your mind, you feel, oh, I was feeling, but now I am not. This is a very common experience of the sadhakas. So this is being told in relation to a sadhak's experience. That, oh, I was feeling so nice that day. I was feeling so happy because I was meditating on that. But now it is not coming to me. That should not be the state. Your state should be always. You are never away from that because that is your reality. So how can you go away from that? How can you go away from your own reality? World is an appearance. My eye consciousness is an appearance. Your feeling, subject living amongst objects is only an appearance. So that can go away, that should go away, that has gone away. And if that has gone away, you are feeling always permanently, you should feel always I am living. Actually, those people who realize, they don't say, now I realize. Their feeling is that always I have been the reality. Understood? So this is tattva aprachyuto. Let us see what Shankar says. Bahyam. He has taken the Bahya first. Because though Godfather said Adhyatmikam, it may be, Shankar feels, for only the poetry. Because our feeling is first outside, then gradually come inside. So outside what we feel? Bahyam Prithvivyadi Tattvam. Outside means, Tattvam means elements. So gross element Prithvi, then water, then Teja, then Vayu, then Akash. So we outside, whole world variety is there. But the analytical mind feels that elements are there. Bahyam Prithvi Tattva. Adhyatmikam cha Dehadi Lakshanam. And Adhyatmikam means my, because that is natural, no? So Shankara has put like that. Adhyatmikam, I am body, Adi. I am Indriyas, I am mind, I am eye consciousness. That is the normal feeling of an ordinary man. Rajju Sarpadivat, that is like the snake appearing in the rope. Swapna Mayadivacha, it is like a dream. It is like a magic show. Asat. So, what we feel outside and what we feel inside is all unreal. Vacharammanam vikaro namadeyam ityadi shrutehe. Chandogya has explained it very clearly. Any vikaro, any other than Brahman, whatever we see is subject to modification. That is only, he says, a modification of our tongue, modification of our speech. That means it is only a name, nothing but a name. We have seen that repeatedly. It is nothing but a name. And so, Vacharammanam vikaro, namadeyam, same thing. Nama matram, it is only a name. Muktikā ityeva satyam. In the example, that clay is there, earth, and then many pots and different types made of earth. Muktikā is the best example in those days. The house also was built of mud. So whether it is cup, saucer, or whether it is house, they are names. The clay only is real, relative. So that is should be the feeling. Atmacha, and what is the nature of Atman? Sabhayabhantaro hi ajo. Along with what we see outside and along with what we see inside, it is one without a second reality. Ajo. Neither it is born from some cause, nor anything is born from that. Apurvo, there is nothing before it. Anantaro, there is nothing after it. So, all the terms applied to Advaita he has brought here. By Anantaro. Bhaya Krishna, Akashavat Sarvagata. Inside it is like this, outside totality, Krishna, totality, like the space. He has entered everything. He is all-pervading, immanent, sukshma, but not experienced by our senses, mind or eye. Achalo, absolutely unchanging, nirguna, no specification, nishkalo, no part. Because we have to feel like that, so Shankara is describing. Nishkriya, no modification. Tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi. In the same Chandogya, all the inner reality of everything is the only thing real. Tat satyam sa atma. That is your reality. That means that is what you are, tattvamasi, Shvetakettu. So, in this way, we should feel about the external world and internal world. Iti evam tattvam drishtva. So, bayam tattvam drishtva, antas tattvam drishtva. So, experiencing like this. Iti evam tattvam drishtva. Tattve bhuta. Then you become identified with that. This seeing is becoming. Okay? Real seeing is becoming identified. You are not seeing as an object. So tattve bhuta. Tada Rama. No bhaya Ramano. Shankara has given only one hit. Not feeling happy due to anything outside. Put a full stop here. Because this yatha atattva darshi appears like explanation of Bhaya-Ramana. No Bhaya-Ramana. From this onwards, tattva the prachuto bhavet he has explained in a long commentary. So, iti evam tattvam drishtva Tattvi bhutaha tadaramo na bhaya-ramano. Full stop. Now, this is sandhi, yatha atattvadarshi. Yatha atattvadarshi. Like a man who has not realized. What happens to him? Kachit chittam atmatvena pratipanna. For a moment, his mind appears to be. His real self, mind appears to be self. Chittas chalanam anuchalati. So his feeling is that when the mind is shaky, myself is shaky. Anuchalitam ātmanam manyamana. When the mind is shaky, he feels, I am also getting shaky due to mind. Tattva chalitam. So I have become displaced from my reality. Atmanam manyamana tattva chalitam dehadibhutam. I become body or mind. This is the feeling of a tattvadarshi. Because he is taking his mind as Atman. Dehadibhutam, then he feels identified with the body. Atmanam kadachit manyate. So sometimes he feels, I am the body, I am the mind. Prachuto aham atmatatvadi, atmatatvad idanimti. So I have fallen down from my real nature now. This feeling of a sadhak only, huh? Because sometimes he does feel the reality, but not continuously. So he will say, now I have fallen down. Samahite tu manasi. And when he has in a concentration of the mind dwelling on the Atman, kadachit tattva-bhutam prasannam atmanam manyate. Then, oh, now I am very happy. I have become one with the reality. Sadhak's feeling is described, kadachit. Idanim asmi tattva-bhuta iti. So now I have become identified with this. No tatha atmavid bhavet. Yatha atattvadarshi feels like that tattvadarshi should not feel. So it is all explanation of aprachyut bhavet. Atmana ekarupatvat, because Atman never changes. Sarupa prachavanam asambhavacha. So no chance of Atman falling down from its own nature. Sadaiva Brahmasmiti. So always I am only Brahman. Iti aprachyuto bhavet. So that is the meaning of not falling down. Because in reality he is nowhere going to water. But his feeling is that now I feel identified. No, I don't feel identified. That should not be there. Iti aprachyuto bhavet tattvat. The combination is like this. Iti aprachyuto bhavet tattvat. So what it means? Sada aprachyutatma tattva darshana bhavet iti abhipraya. So sada means always, continuously, permanently. His vision should be never fallen from the Atman. Iti abhipraya. Now, if he has not fallen from the Atma Tattva, important thing here, we should see these things in Shankar Bhashya and not blame him for transcendence. This is all inside. Then outside, what does he see? He sees Brahman. Everything he sees Brahman. He says, I have never fallen from Brahman. That means he sees the whole world is filled. Then only is not fallen. Na? I am Brahman and the world is false. The world is like this. No. So, Shuni chaiva shapake cha pandita samadarshina. Here, what is the reference given in your book?
Gita 12.
Gita 5:18. How they have continued this misprint for long. 12, 18 is all that ideal bhakta. In the 5th chapter, the Samabuddhi is declared. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavyastini Shuni Chaiva Shapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. So that should be Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini. In a Vidya Vinaya Sampanna Brahman, cow, elephant, shuni, dog, shopakej, chandalas who eat that dog's flesh. In such people, Pandita Samadarshana. Those who have got ātman buddhi, they are Samadarshana. And again, in the Gita, Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu. That is in 13th chapter, 27th shloka. Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu. He sees God same in all beings. Ityadi Smrute. So both quotations are from Gita. Over. Now, what do we expect now? You see, we experience Dvaita. And it has been told, though we experience Dvaita, it is false. Okay? Then the doubt comes, Advaita we experience. Then is it false also? If what we experience is false, then we experience Advaita. Is that also false? So no. Sufficient logic has to be supplied that Advaita is not false. Understood? Rishis have told us in the Agama Prakarana. And they have also told us that if you realize, then no doubts will remain. But till then, so for that, this Advaita Prakarana comes. Now, Shankara will tell us something. But before that, I tell you. Following Gautpadoni, similar to that, the last para which we read. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel. So, Advaita, people feel they are Advaitis, but mistakenly Advaitis. They feel, once upon a time, I was Brahman. And now I have fallen. Now I have become born. That means I have become separated from Brahman. So I will see all of our experiences like that. I will do upasana of that Brahman and regain my state. Okay. Now, this is apparently Advaita, not real Advaita. So in this Advaita Prakaran, what are the main points? Remember, note down. The exact Advaita, what it is. That is the play of reason. You understand? Shruti Yukti Anubhuti. So, Rishis have told me Advaita. I assimilated. But what is that exactly Rishis are telling about Advaita? For that reason is applied. That is the first point.
Reasons for exact Advaita.
Exact nature of Advaita taught by the Rishis. This is not a fight against Dvaitis in the Advaita Prakaran. Fight against wrong understanding of Advaita. Partial understanding of Advaita. not clear understanding of Advaita. And for that, reason has been given to us by God. Reason is not independently to see everything is zero or this or that. So, reason to be applied to understand the Advaita exactly as the rishis are told. One point. Second point, another misunderstanding about that Advaita, Jaddu Krishnamurti and others. Or we used to feel ऋषिकेश sadhus. कौन किसका ध्यान करेगा? That means no place of sadhana in Advaita. That is another false understanding. Because everything is one. So who will do sadhana? Who will meditate on whom? A man who has realized will never say like that. Never. He will always be meditating, always, naturally. If everything is Advaita, he will always be meditating. So, wrong understanding of Advaita should be removed. We should apply reason to understand Advaita correctly. And the mistake on the other side is that we should not think there is no sadhana in Advaita. Definitely we require a sadhana. No, as soon as we think of sadhana, we go the other way. That during the sadhana at least, we should not think of Advaita. We saw that day, Thakur is telling, try the Advaita knowledge. So, place of sadhana in Advaita, you have noted, second point. During sadhana, we do not give up Advaita. Third point. Sadhana has a definite place in Advaita. That does not mean during sadhana we are giving up Advaita. So, you may notice as fourth point that real sadhana is described without giving up Advaita. This is Advaita Prakaran. Advaita Prakaran is, Advaita has been told by rishis, and they have helped us by telling Dvaita is only an appearance. But the Advaita told by rishis, exactly you have to understand what is its nature. This will be the major part of Advaita. And that should not lead us to think that there is no place of sadhana in Advaita. Definitely, place of sadhana is there. And because sadhana is there, temporarily we give up Advaita? No. Sadhana on the basis of Advaita, as opposite to all so-called sadhanas, is described. Okay? Now let us see Shankar's introduction. ओंकार निर्णय उक्तः प्रपंचोपशमा शिव अद्वैत आत्मा इति प्रतिज्ञा मात्रेण. Onkara Nirnaya means determining the real meaning of Om has been told in the seventh mantra. So a few words of the seventh mantra is brought. Prapanchopashama. Buddha's idea, that the manifold is not there. Prapancha means manifold. Shiva, the holiest of the holy. Absolute. Advaita, that is Shankar's word. No subject-object division. Atma. That is the real nature of Atman. Iti has been told pratijñā matrena. Pratijñā matrena means because rishis are telling like that. That is the pratijñā. Pratijñā matrena means as statement of the rishis. Jnate dvaitam na vidyate iti cha. And we have been told, you realize, then you will also feel like that. Rishis are telling like that, and if you realize, you will also feel there is no Dvaita. Iti cha. Cha means pratijñā matrena. That is also sages have told us. Tatra, in that respect, in that context, Dvaita abhavastu vaitatya prakaranena, that Dvaita is not there, has been told by the Vaitatya Prakaran. How? Swapna Maya Gandharva Nagaradi Drishtantaihi. Third method. By second method, that quoting the example of Swapna, magic, seeing hallucination, Gandharva Nagar, Adi Drishtantai. By these examples, through these examples, Drishyatvad, and another reason, because we see it, because subject looks at the objects, so that makes it false. Drishyatwadi, Antavatwadi. And the third reason. Okay. The third reason is that, in short, he is telling, it is inside, it cannot be there in the contracted place. Antavatvadi, no, that has been told already. Antavatvadi. Because it ends. Like bubbles of water. Because it has no beginning, no end. It ends. Hetu bhi. By these reasons, tarkena cha pratipadita. So first, Dvaita Bhava, sages have told. Then by reason also, so many reasons, it has been told it is unreal. Advaitam kim agama matrena pratipattavyam. Ahosvit tarkena api iti ata. This should be properly understood. That Dvaita Bhava has been told. No, Advaita, should we understand it only by what rishis are telling? Or by Tarka also? That appears to be the meaning. We should understand Advaita because rishis are told, and also because by reason we will find out that is true. Understood? By reason also. We shall find out Advaita to be real. Kim agama matrena. Is it only by a tradition of experiences? Pratipattavyam should be known, understood, realized. Ahosvit means or. Tarkena api Can we not apply logic into that? We can use logic to properly understand Advaita. We can use logic in the field of Advaita also. Iti ataha. So, the Advaita Prakarana is coming. Shakyate tarkena api jnatum. We can apply reason also to get confirmed what the rishis have said. Tat katham, how? Iti Advaita Prakaranam arabhyate. So this is the introduction, Sambandha Bhashya of the Advaita Prakarana. And then the introductory commentary to the first Karika. Better we can read the Karika first at this point. Upasana shrito dharmo jate brahmani vartate pragutpatte ajam sarvam tena asau kripana smrita. Asau means this sadhak. Which sadhak? Upasana shrito dharmo. You see, all the particular beings are called as dharma. Dharma is not religion or virtue here. Guna dharma. That Advaita reality appearing with some particulars. So dharma here and in Alata Shanti Prakarana is the name of jivas. Get it? Now what type of jiva is there? This Upasana ashrito. He has taken resort to, for his elevation, some upasana. Then, what is the nature of his consciousness? Jate Brahmani vartate. He stays in Brahman which is born. I am born, that means Brahman has taken birth as individuals. So, it is the nature of the consciousness of a so-called Advaiti sadhak. A sadhak which is nothing but a particular attribute of Brahma takes regard to Upasana because he feels that he belongs to Brahman being born in so many ways. Jate Brahmani vartate. But he is an Advaiti. So he feels pragutpatte ajam sarvam. When the world was not created, when I had not separated from Brahman, then everything was ajam. Then everything was unborn. All Brahman. But from that unborn Brahman, we have been born now. From that unchanging Brahman, the world, we call it appearance or whatever. But I have become a jiva now. Is that not the consciousness of the sadhak? He believes in Advaita. So, Govt says, Tena so kripana smrta. Smrta means the wise people call him like that. Kripana is not miserly people. Huh? You can call him miserly. Miserly means he has so much wealth, but he is not using it. But Kripana in the Gita, limited consciousness, one-sided consciousness. Arjuna says, Karpanya dosho apahata svabhava. Arjuna gave a lot of philosophy to Krishna. We should not commit sin and so many shastras tell like that. Then Krishna poked at him. What are you doing? Like a coward. This is what, my thinking has gone one-sided. My thinking is based upon very limited data. One-sided. Apata svabhava, that has stolen, or my real nature is gone. My real nature of my mind, being a Kshatriya. And pritchami tvam dharma sammuda cheta. So I surrender to you, you tell. So that kripanata means one-sided thinking. Smrita means wise people call. This type of sadhak is called kripana by the wise people. That means something of Advaita he retains, and something is false. Because I am born, so I have to do sadhana. So they call him kripana. We read second karika also. Then go to the commentary. Ato vakshami akarpanyam.
Ato vakshami akarpanyam.
Ajati samatam gatam.
Ajati samatam gatam.
Yatha na jayate kinchit.
Jayate kinchit.
Jayamanam samantata.
Jayamanam samantata.
Govt said, therefore, I will tell you what is akarpanya. What is not limited consciousness? What is the real consciousness? I will tell you. That it is always ajati. Not that then ajati and now ajati. Samatam gatam. And is all pervading. Samantata jayamanam yatha na jayate kinchit. Though everywhere we see births, and yet nothing is born. That is akarpanya. So I will tell you what is akarpanya, that it will appear everything to be in Shata, wherever is born, you are born. So it will appear Brahman is born everywhere, but nothing is born. No change in Brahman. That akarpanya I will tell you. That is the Advaita. Gautapada's own introduction to the Advaita Prakarana is this. In the two karikas. So I told you, I will tell you what is exact Advaita. And I will tell you that though there is sadhana in Advaita, you do not have to give up Advaita during sadhana. This is what he has told in these two karikas. Now let us see what Shankar says. Upasya upasanadi bheda jatam sarvam vitatham. In the Vetatya Prakarana we are told, two karikas were, because we do upasana, so the feeling of Dvaita comes. Because we are disciples, so the feeling comes. So that is unreal, vitatham. Kevalasya atma dvaya paramartha. So from the ultimate point of view, only Advaya Paramatma is there. Iti sthitam atite prakarane. So in the Vaitatya Prakarana, this was the conclusion. That Upasya Upanishad Bheda Jatam is unreal. Only Paramatma Advaita is real. This has been the conclusion of the last chapter. Ataha yata. Because it has been like that. So, Upasana Shrita, Upasanam Atmano Moksha Sadhana Gata. Ashrita means this. For my moksha sadhana, I am undertaking upasana. This is upasana ashray. Upasako aham mama upasyam brahma. So I am an upasak. Brahman is my upasya. Tad upasanam krutva. And having worship like that, jate brahmani idanim vartamano. Today I am in Jata Brahma, Brahman which has been born. Ajam Brahma, Sharira Pata Durdam Pratipatse. If I do Upasana, then after my body falls, I will go back to Aja. See, most of the sadhakas are feeling like that. Prag Utpattescha Ajamidam Sarvam Ahamcha. And when the world was not created, all this was only Aja Brahma. I was also Aja Brahma. No question of reason. That is what the sadhaka feels. Yadatmakoham pragutpatte. This you can continue. Sarvam ahamcha yadatmakoham pragutpatte. So before the creation, my reality was Advaita, Brahma. Idanim, now, Jato, Jate Brahmanich, now I am born. Means Jate Brahmanich Vartamana. I am born means now I am living in the Brahman which is, so that Brahman impression is there, but like that. Now, Brahmanicha Vartamana, Upasanaya, by my Upasana, Puna Tadeva Pratipatse. So I will know, realize, by this Upasana, I will realize that I was unborn. Iti evam Upasana Shrito. That is the Upasana Shrito Dharma. Dharma means sadhako. Bol diya सीधा. Upasana Shrito Dharma means sadhako. Yena evam Shudra Brahmavet. So he knows Brahman, but little. He knows Brahman little. That means not fully, not clearly. Tena asau karanena. So because of this reason that he knows little, krupano, dino, alpaka smrito. Kripana means dina. Oh, that is dina. I am lost. Alpaka, having small mind. I am small. Smrito. Who says like that? Nitya Aja Brahma Darshivi. Those who permanently Aja Brahma, they say that he has no limited consciousness.
They said.
Smruta means the wise people say. That wise people he is describing. Nitya Aja Brahma Darshivi. By the wise people. Smruta iti abhipraya. Example, yad vacha anabhidhitam yena vag utpadyate tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate ityadi shrute talavakaranam. In the canon Upanishad, that which you worship as an object, that is not Brahman. You worship an object, that your reality is Brahman. The reality of that object is Brahman, but that object is not Brahman. So anything you hold as an object of worship is not Brahman. Your reality is Brahman. That is what Canon Upanishad told us. So this is what the wise people say. We shall read the commentary of the second Karika in the next class. We read both Karikas to understand, and commentary of the first Karika we read, the commentary of the second Karika. Om भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रा स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवा स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेद स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो वरिष्ठनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत्। श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।